Good morning, y'all. It's Regan with Regan coming to you live from my kitchen. Excuse me, my dogs are barking in the background. I think they're just barking at trucks. Anyway, this week's episode is a tad bit more on the personal side. Don't worry, it's not bad news. It's very happy news. For this week I am telling you guys, probably for the first time on camera, I am telling you my testimony, if you will. So, if you're ready for an emotional video, then sit back and just make sure you grab Kleenexes. Here we go. So I had always grown up going to church, reading the Bible, watching VeggieTales, all of the good Christian little kid stuff you do in Sunday school, singing all the VBS songs. But it wasn't until I was about 15 years old, which was when it actually clicked for me, if you want to know the truth. It clicked because at the church we previously attended, I had wanted to do a competition within the denomination. We were Baptist at the time. I wanted to do something called Bible drill, and at the time, no special needs person had ever attempted it. So I was the first one to attempt it actually, I was the first one to attempt it, just point blank. So we had come up with it was the three of us. It was my sister, myself, and our friend. We had just started, practicing together and all of this stuff. And as I moved forward through the competitions, I got to learn a lot more on the Bible, and we made memory flashcards and all of this fun stuff. But we did one evening of practice, and the study verse for that week was Matthew 7:21, which says, "Not everyone who says to me, 'Lord, Lord,' will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only he who does the will of my Father who is in heaven." That is the New International Version, and that is my personal salvation verse. Now, with that verse came a lot of questions. So I asked the Bible drill coach, I said, "Miss so-and-so, if you don't accept Jesus into your heart, will you go to a place where you don't want to be?" I'm not naming specific places because I just don't feel like going into that right now. But, short answer, she said yes. So, we went through the practice and everything was fine, and afterwards she started asking me questions. Wanting to make sure that I wasn't just talking the talk, I was actually trying to walk the walk, if you will. So that was the verse that made sense, and ever since then, it's not been an easy road at all, to say the least. If when you're a believer like myself, you will go through challenges of who your real friends are and all of the things that go along with that. But my advice for you is just to keep professing your faith to whoever will listen and whoever will stick by you in those tough times, because once you find your core group of true believer friends, y'all know who you are, then life itself, it won't become easier, but you'll have a ton of people to lean on once you start walking the walk not by yourself, because you never truly do it by yourself. You always have friends and family to guide you if that's the case. If not, I would be happy to be a support system of any kind if that is what you need. However, just because we are going the more Christian / positivity route does not mean that I will stop doing cerebral palsy awareness videos. This is just the new route that I will continue to go on and until God leads me otherwise. But I appreciate you watching this video. Thank you so much for listening to my story. And, excuse me, if you have any questions at all, please feel free to comment down below. And always remember that the greatest compliment that y'all can give me is a referral. That means that if you see someone who needs happiness or positivity in their day, or someone to send them good vibes or to pray for them, whatever the situation may be, if you have questions or need positivity in your day or someone else's day, I would be happy to help you in any way possible. Thank you so much for watching, and have a blessed and happy week. Bye, everyone.